Assalamu alaikum, marhaban bika akhi, marhaban bika ukhti. We are still on the discussion of the plurals of nouns, and where we said that singular form nouns, majorly they end with dhamma, fatha and kithro. These singular forms we're talking about, they're the singular masculine nouns, like the word al-mu'minu. This word, the believer, this is a masculine singular word. The plural form of this will be al-mu'minuna. And I told you in the previous discussion that the word al-mu'minu, or this is the original case, it ends with dhamma on the last letter. This is like the word al-muslimu. This is like the word muhammadun. Now this words, which example of is al-muslimu, it could be ending with dhamma or fatha or even kisra, depending on the grammatical function. Where I mentioned to you that if this word is coming as the subject of the sentence, it would appear with dhamma, like when I say hadara al-muslimu, the Muslim attended. Here the word Muslim is carrying dhamma because it is in the nominative case as the subject of the sentence. However, when it is coming as maf'ulun bihi, the object of the sentence, it will be in the mansub case, accusative case, carrying fatha, like when I say ra'aytul muslima, I saw the Muslim, it will be carrying fatha. And when it is appearing as after the harf jarrin, a preposition, it will carry kisra, like when I say qultu lil muslimi, I said to the Muslim. Now the word al muslim is carrying kisra. Now we want to look at the formation of the ending of the plural form of this word also. The plural form of the word al muslimu will be al muslimuna. Sometimes you also see it appearing as what? Al-Muslimina. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Innal Muslimina. So why these changes? Why would it appear as Muslimun sometimes and some other times as Muslimin? Now this depends on the grammatical function and also the case in which it is carrying, like the word al-Muslimu. If it is coming as the subject of the sentence, the performer of the action, the word al-Muslimuna remains. So I will simply say hadar al-Muslimuna, the Muslims attended. Here, since the performers of the action are the Muslims, the word al-Muslimuna will be there with the word, with the wa. So we're going to have al-Muslimuna. So what happens here is that the wa you can see there is representing the dhamma on top of the singular form, because hadaral muslimu. Now hadaral muslimuna, the word there is what has replaced the dhamma. Now if this word is to appear in the accusative case, it would be ra'aytul muslimina. Instead of ra'aytul muslima that we have in the singular form, that fatha will now be substituted with ya. So it will now be ra'aytul muslimina, I saw the Muslims, because the word al-muslimina is coming as the object of this statement. Now, if the word al-muslimun is coming after a harf jarrin, a preposition, what will happen is that instead that it should carry kisra as in the singular form, because we said qultu lil muslimi, the kisra there ending it will be made to turn into ya. So we'll simply say qultu lil muslimina, I said to the Muslims. So you can see that we can conclude from this little discussion that the plural form of the masculine words, which we call the Jam'ul Mudhakkar as-Salim, the sound masculine plural. Because we told you earlier that we have the broken masculine plural and the sound masculine plural. Any plural that is formed by simply adding wa and nun or ya and nun, as in the case of al-Muslimun and al-Muslimin, such plural are called Jam'ul Mudhakkar as-Salim, sound masculine plural. Sound masculine plurals, when they are appearing in a nominative case, raf'un, they will take dhamma, they will take wa in place of dhamma. When they are appearing in nasbu accusative as subject of the sentence, and also as jarrun, genitive after harful jar, it will appear with ya. The ya will serve as a substitute for the word, for the fatha and kisra. Another example I can give to you, let's use the word al-kafiruna. First, I can say khasiral kafirun. The disbelievers lost. Do you see? They lose, that is, they lost. So here it is coming as fa'il, therefore al kafirun with wa. The wa is replacing the dhamma. But if I say darabtul kafirin, I beat the disbelievers. So here ya will be there, kafirin. Or if I say Qultu lil kafirin, I said to the disbelievers. So it will be kafirin. Now coming back to our book An-Nahul Wadih, we are going to get full detailed explanation of this topic, and you are going to learn a lot of sentences in this pattern to better your understanding. Here we have i'rab jam'il mudhakkar as-salim. What is i'rab? I'rab simply means the changes that happens to the end of a word. So the changes that will happen to the end of a sound masculine plural. Here we have examples as usual. This example is coming in 3 columns or in 3 sections. The first example, each number will have the same word ending with the 3 sections. Number 1, in the first section we have Rabihal Fallahun. The farmers gained. The farmers profited. Here we have Nukrimul Fallahin. We are honoring the farmers. Since Al-Fallahin here is coming as the object, therefore we use Al-Fallahin. While in the first one, Fallahun came as what? The subject. In the last place we have Narujul Khayra Lil Fallahin. We wish good for the farmers. So here li is coming before al-fallahin, therefore it should be with what? Ya. Number 2 we have najahal mujtahidun. The strivers, those who struggled, they have passed, they succeeded. Here we have nuhibbul mujtahidin. We love the passers. And number 3 we have, on the other side we have nuthni alal mujtahidin. We are praising the strugglers. Number 3 we have hadar al musafirun. The travelers came back, or the travelers attended, the travelers are present. The second column we have Nuwaddi'ul Musafirin. We are bidding the travelers by. And on this side we have Nusallimu alal Musafirin. We are greeting the travelers. Lastly we have Ta'ibal La'ibun. The players got tired. On this side we have Nushajji'ul La'ibin. We are encouraging the players. And lastly we have Nanzur ila La'ibin. We are looking onto the players. We are looking to the players. So you can see in all of these, the first column, the words are appearing with Dhamma, like Fallahun, Mujtahidun, Musafirun, La'ibun. While in the second column and the last column, the third column, they appear with what? Ya. Like what? We have Fallahin, Mujtahidin, Musafirin, La'ibin. This is because the first column, they are coming in the nominative case as subject, while in the second column and the last column, they come as what? Object, and appear as what? Harful jar, after harful jar. Al-Bahthu we have here, Unzur ila al-kalimat al-akhirati fil amthilat as-sabiqa. He said, go back to the examples which you have mentioned above, and look at the last words in each of the examples. Tajid kullan minha jama'a mudhakkarin saliman. You would find out that each of the last words of every example present there, each of them are sound masculine plural. And you already know what sound masculine plural are. They are plural words which end with either wa and nun or ya and nun. وَتَجِدْهَا فِي الْقِسْمِ الْأَوَّلِ. He said you will find these same words in the first section, marfu'atan, in the nominative case. لِأَنَّ كُلًّا مِنَّهَا يَقَعُ فَاعِلًا. Because all of these words in the first section appear as subject of these sentences. وَفِي الْقِسْمِ الثَّانِ. While in the second section, mansubatan, you find these words coming as what? In the accusative case, لِأَنَّ كُلًّا مِنْهَا يَقَعُ مَفْعُولًا بِهِ. Because each of them appears as what? Maf'ulun bih, object of the sentences. وَفِي الْقِسْمِ الثَّالِثِ مَجْرُورَةً. You will find the same words in the last column, which is the third column, they are coming as majrur. That is in the genitive case because they all appear after a preposition. لأن كل منها مسبوق بحرف جر, because all of them appear after a حرف جر. وإذا بحثنا عن علامة الرفع والنصب والجر فيها لم نجد للعلامات الأصلية أثرا. But all of these words that we have talked about, if we look into them critically, we would find out that none of them is ending with the primary endings that we know, with the primary cases of Dhamma, Fatha, and Kisra. None of these words end with Dhamma, Fatha, Kisra as usual, as it's supposed to be. He says, ولكننا نجد أن كل كلمة من هذه الكلمات تنتهي بزيادة في آخرها. The only thing is that we will find out that these words, at their ending, there is an addition. وأنها في حالة الرفع تنتهي بواو والنون. Then you find out that when it is in the nominative case, like in the first section, they all end with wa and nun. وفي حالتي النصب والجر تنتهي بياء ونون. While in the accusative case and genitive case, they appear with ya and nun. ومن ذلك, and from that, نحكم, we can judge, we can rule أن الواو هي علامة الإعراب في حالة الرفع. That in the جمع المذكر السالم, in the sound masculine plural, the word that is there, it is a sign of what? Nominative. والياء هي علامته في حالتي النصب والجر. And the ya is a sign of what? Accusative and also genitive. So this is to crown it all. Now we have a qaida. The qaida, the rule says that jam'ul mudhakkar salim, the sound masculine plural, yurfa'u bil wa, is made to be in the nominative case with the wa letter. Wa yunsab wa yujarru bil ya, and it is put in the accusative case and the genitive case with ya. So if we say jam'ul mudhakkar salim carry in wa as muslimuna, fallahuna, mujtahiduna, just know that it is in the nominative case. While if it is coming as what? With ya and nun, like mujtahidina, fallahina, know that it can either be in the accusative case or in the genitive case. Here we have tamarinat exercises to better understanding. The first one says أي جمع المذكر السالمة المرفوع أو المنصوب والمجرور في العبارات الآتية. You are to indicate all of the sound masculine plural which appear in the nominative, in the accusative, and genitive in the following expressions. وبين السبب, and explain the reason. وعلامة الإعراب في كل, and the sign of declension in each of them. Number one, I will say يبتهج المصريون لارتفاع أثمان القطن. The Egyptians are happy, they are joyous because of the increase in the price of cotton. So you can see, yeah, but the word al-misriyuna here is jam'ul mudhakkar as-salim, and this is coming as marfu'. How do we know? Listen, because of the wa. Wal wa alamatul i'rab, and the wa is a sign of i'rab here. Number two, we have lam ya'fu al-ustad an at-talamiz al-muqassirin. The teacher did not forgive the students who are negligent. So here we have al-muqassirin. It is coming as in the majrur case because it is not, and the sign is ya, not, which means adjective. It is qualifying the word at-talamid. Number three, we have hakama qadi bisijni ala al-mujrimin. The judge passed jail sentence on the criminal. So al-mujrimin is coming as what? Majrur, because it appears after ala, and the sign is ya. Number four, we have yafuzul rijalul amilun. The men who work, or the working men, they succeeded, they are succeeding. So here we have al-amilun. It is coming also as na'atun adjective, and it is following the word it is qualifying. Therefore, it is having wa as a sign of declension, because it is awful. Number five, we have la tusgi ila al-kadibin. Do not listen. Do not be silent. Don't listen to those who are liars, to the liars. So al-kadibin is coming as majrur biharf jarrin, and the sign is here. Lastly, we have kanat telamizu muntabihin. The students are cautious. So muntabihin here, it is what? Khabaru kana mansub wa alamatu nasbihi aliyah. MashaAllah. Now we have tamrin thani, exercise number 2. It says ijma il kalimat al atiya jam'a mudhakkarin saliman. All of these words you can see here, we are to pluralize them in the sound masculine plural form. وَضَعْهَا بَعْدَ الْجَمْعِ فِي جُمَلٍ مُفِيدَةٍ, and place all of them after pluralizing them in complete sentences. The first one, I'm going to solve one or two for you, then you go to do the remaining five by yourself. Or you can even check the PDF file, you see the answers at the end of the tamrin. Number one, it is al-ba'i'u. So the word al-ba'i'u, the plural form will be what? Al-ba'i'un. I can say Rabbi al-ba'i'un. The sellers profited. Can see. So it is coming as what? Al-ba'i'un. Rabbi al-ba'i'un. Next, we have al-mujtahidu. I can say faz al-mujtahidu. Now the strugglers succeeded also. Now let's come to, you can solve the remaining. Tamrin al-Thalith, exercise number 3 says, Ijma il-kalimat il-atiyah jam'a mudhakkarin saliman. All of the following, the below words, you have to form them into the sound plural, masculine plural. وَضَعْهَا بَعْدَ الْجَمْعِ فِي جُمَلٍ مُفِيدَةٍ, and place them after pluralizing them in sound, in what? In complete sentences. بِحَيْثُ يَكُونُ كُلٌّ مِنْهَا مَرَّةً مُبْتَدًا, so that each of them sometimes will appear as mubtada, وَمَرَّةً إِسْمًا لِإِنَّ, some other times will appear as the noun of inna, وَمَرَّةً خَبَرًا لَعَلَّ, and some other times will appear as khabar of la'alla, وَمَرَّةً مَفْعُولًا بِهِ, and another time as مَفْعُولٌ بِهِ. The first word here is as-sabiqu. The plural is what? As-sabiqun. I can say as-sabiquna farihin. The word, as-sabiqun means the firsters, those who came first. They are happy. This mubtada. I can say inna sabiqina farihun. The firsters are happy. Indeed happy, because it's coming after inna. Then the next is as la'alla. I can also say la'alla sabiqina farihun. And lastly, I can say ra'aytu sabiqin. The same thing with Muhammadun, it will be Muhammaduna. I can say ja'a Muhammadun, the Muhammads came. As mubtada, I can say Muhammaduna najihun. Muhammads are passers. Then next I can say inna Muhammadina najihun. Then next I can say la'alla Muhammadina tulabi. Then next I can say ra'aytu Muhammadin. You can solve the remaining by yourself. Tamrin al-Rabi, exercise number 4. The first one says iti bi jumlatayn fi'liyatayn al-fa'ilu fi kulli minha jam' mudhakkarin salim. You have to form two sentences. All of the two of them should be verbal sentences, and in each of them the subject of the sentence should be a sound masculine plural. First of all, I can say ja'a Muhammadun. Second, I can say hadaral muallimun. Finish. Number 2, you have iti bi jumlatayn fi'liyatayn al-maf'ulu bihi fi kulli minha jam'u mudhakkarin salim. You have to form two sentences also. All of them should have an object which are sound masculine plural. First, I can say ra'aytu Muhammadina. Then I can say darabtul. I can say ra'aytu Muhammadina, and I can say ra'aytu muslimina. Next, we have iti bi jumlatayn ismiyatayn, from two nominal sentences, al-mubtada wal khabaru fi kulli minhuma jam'u mudhakkarin saliman. The mubtada and the khabar should be sound masculine plural. The first one I can say al-muslimuna najihun. Then I can say al-mujtahiduna faizun. Lastly, iti bi jumlatayn ismiyatayn, from two nominal sentences, ismu layta fi kulli minhuma jam'u mudhakkarin salim. Then the noun of later in each of them should be jam'u mudhakkar salim. I can say laytal muslimina najihun, and I can say laytal mu'minina qadimun. MashaAllah. Now, tamrinun fil insha, exercise on what essay, we have fakir fi tawaifi sunna'il mukhtalifin alladhina yashtarikuna fi iqamati baytin wa itmami. You are to think deeply about the groups of professionals who are usually involved in participating in building or erecting and finishing a house. ثم اجمع أفراد كل طائفة جمع مذكر سالما. After getting each of these professionals involved in building and completing houses, you are to pluralize them. وضعه في عبارة تشرح الأمل الذي تقوم به هذه الطائفة في هذا البيت, and place each of the nouns gotten in sentences explaining the work that each of the categories of professionals take on during the course of building a house. Okay, the categories we have, first we have al-hafarun. Al-hafar, that is what? Those who the diggers, the excavators. Then we also have al-bannaun, the builders, which is from the word al-banna. Then we have an-najjar, plural an-najjarun, the carpenters. Then we have as-sikab, that is the plumbers, as-sikabun. Then lastly, we have these people who are called we also have an-naqarun, that is the painters. Now let's place each of them. We can say al-hafaruna yaqumuna bihafr al-asasiyati wa tajhiz al-ardi lil-bina. The excavators, they take on the responsibility of digging the ground and preparing the land for building. Then al-bannaun, we can say wal-bannauna yakumuna bibina'il judran wal-askuf. As for the builders, they take charge of responsibility of building the walls and also building the roof. Then we can go on to an-najjarun, the carpenters. We can say an-najjaruna yakumuna bisun aw an-najjaruna yasna'una ash-shababika wal abwaba wal athatha. The carpenters, they construct the doors, the windows, and also the furnitures. Then we have the plumber sikabun. You can say sikabun yakumuna bitawsilil yakumuna bitawsilil anabib lil bait. They stand up with the installation of the piping into the home, wa tawsilil miyah lil bait, and also to launch the water into the house. Then let's come to al-kahrabiyun, which is the electricians. والكهربيون يقومون بتوصيل الكهرباء البيت أو البيت. They take the responsibility of bringing light, of wiring the home so light could be inside the house. Then lastly, an-naqarun, the designers and also the painters. So as for the painters, yaqumun an-naqaruna yaqumuna bitajmil al-bayt wa bitajmil al-bayt wa وَالنَّقَّارُونَ يَقُومُونَ بِتَجْمِيلِ الْبَيْتِ وَتَزْيِينِهَا. They stand up for the beautification and adorning the house for living. Now we have Tamrinul fil i'rab, exercise on what? Declension. We have Namudhaj sample. The sample says As-sayihuna kathirun. Travelers are much. So the word as-sayihuna here is what mubtada marfu' bil-wa li'annahu jam'u dhakar salim. Then kathirun is khabar marfu' wa alamat rafi'i al-wa aw bil-wa li'annahu jam'u dhakar salim. Then we have number 2, yaradallahu anil muhsinin. Allah is pleased with the good doers. So yarada fi'l mudari'un marfu'un bid-dammah al-muqaddara 'ala al-alif. Then we have Allahu fa'ilun marfu' bid-dammah. Then an harfu jarrin majrur. Harfu jarrin mabni 'ala sukun. Then al-muhsinin ismu majrurun bil yadi annahu salim. Now we have Arab al-Jumal al-Atiyah to analyze the following sentences. The first one says, Tuhibbu Misrul Abna al-Amilin. Egypt love working children. So here we have Tuhibbu fa'ilu mudari'un marfu' bid-damma, Misru fa'ilu marfu', al-abna maf'ulun bihi mansub bil-fatha, al-amilina, that is not mansub bil-ya li'annahu jam'u dhakar salim. Then number 2, Amsa is فعل ماضي مبني على الفتحة المقدرة على الألف. Then الفائزون, we have فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة لأنه جمع ذكر السالم. Then مسرورين. Okay, Al-faizuna here is coming as ismu amsa marfu'un bilwa, then masulina is khabaru amsa mansub bilya. Then number 3 we have yahtaju al-watanu ila al-mukhlisin. Then yahtaju is fi'l mudari marfu' bid-damma, al-watanu fa'il marfu', then ila harfu jarrin, then al-mukhlisina ismu majrurun bilya li'annahu jamu dhakar salim. With this we come to the end of this lesson. We ask Allah to bless our knowledge and grant us better understanding than we have tried to present it. Until we meet again, jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.